अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। आज जिस जगह पे हम विज़िट करने जा रहे हैं बच्चों के साथ पिकनिक मनाने, वो अल्टिना वाइल्ड लाइफ पार्क है। इट्स अबाउट 50 किलोमीटर फ्रॉम हेयर। इट विल मेक अस लाइक 38 मिनट्स ऑफ जर्नी ओवर देयर। और यहाँ पे बुकिंग करवानी पड़ती है पहले, और फैमिली ऑफ 5 माइट कॉस्ट 150 which it did to us। 2 तरह की राइड्स हैं यहाँ पे, एक मोटर ड्रिवन है थ्रू द पार्क एंड अदर वन इज़ हॉर्स ड्रिवन थ्रू द पार्क। वी ऑप्टेड फॉर हॉर्स ड्रिवन एंड द टाइम स्लॉट इज़ 9, सो लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में किसी भी वेदर में निकलते वक्त अपने साथ ये चीज़ रखना ना भूलिएगा। वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू कैरी विद योरसेल्फ। जैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे वैसे ही हो चुका है। इट्स ड्रिजलिंग, हल्की हल्की बारिश हो रही है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सुब्हानल्लाज़ी सख़्ख़रलना हज़ा व मा कुन्ना लहू मुक़रिनीन व इन्ना इला रब्बिना लमुनक़लिबून। मौसम जी खासा अबर आलूद लग रहा है, लेकिन ये नॉर्मल है यहाँ पे। और रोड भी उसी हिसाब से बनती हैं कि ड्रेन आउट आसानी से हो जाती हैं यहाँ पे। कार्बन गटरिंग का सिस्टम थोड़ा बेहतर है यहाँ पे, सो द वाटर डजंट स्टे मच ऑन द रोड्स, और that's why it's perfectly all right even to drive in this weather, although you have to be a bit careful। लेकिन उसके अलावा कोई ख़ास चीज़ नहीं है, ऐसा कोई मसला नहीं है जी। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जी, अल्लाह का नाम लेके सफ़र शुरू कर चुके हैं। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में स्टीयरिंग गाड़ियों का ज़्यादातर राइट साइड पे होता है, ज़्यादातर क्या बल्कि सबके राइट साइड पे होता है। और जो ड्राइविंग पैटर्न है, यू हैव टू कीप इट्स लेफ्ट साइड ड्रिवन रोड नेटवर्क ओवर हियर जस्ट लाइक ब्रिटिश। दुनिया में 2 तरह के सिस्टम फॉलो होते हैं। एक अमेरिकन सिस्टम है जैसा कि सऊदी अरब में और मिडल ईस्ट स्टेट्स में है, और बाकी जो भी कॉमनवेल्थ हैं और कॉलोनाइज्ड कंट्रीज़ हैं दुनिया में, वहाँ पे British system follow होता है, क्योंकि those were the one who ruled these countries and that's why they are following the system as well। I believe ये जो रास्ता है ये यनको से होता हुआ जाएगा, और ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया की कंट्री साइड है and it is really really green। although cities भी कुछ कम ग्रीन नहीं है, लेकिन न्यू साउथ वेल्स तो माशाल्लाह बहुत ही खूबसूरत और बड़ा पुरसब्ज़ इलाका है ये। पोर्शन है जी, ये इट्स नोटोरियस फॉर कैंगरूज। You might come across a kangaroo every now and then while traveling across this road, or on this road rather। thickly vegetated trees हैं जी यहाँ पे माशाल्लाह। सुभान अल्लाह ही निकलता है जी जब भी ऐसी जगह से ट्रैवल करते हैं आप। अपॉइंटमेंट तकरीबन 9 बजे की है, और अभी हमारे पास 8:18 हुए हैं। एंड GPS is saying that it's going to take us like 24 minutes more to reach over there। And I believe, considering the contingency timing into consideration, it should be okay। We should be well within the time slot। टर्न्स किए हुए हैं जी, इस पर 55 की रिकमेंडेड स्पीड है, सो वी शुड रिड्यूस आवर स्पीड। फ्लोरा एंड फाना मतलब डिफरेंट जो डाइवर्सिटी है इसके अंदर वो उसका कोई जवाब नहीं है। आपको लेफ्ट साइड में नरेट्रा को रास्ता जाता है जी, और ये अभी हम वैसे जा रहे हैं डार्लिंगटन पॉइंट में। तो बात हो रही थी फ्लोरा एंड फाना की। आई स्टेड इन सिडनी फॉर वेरी शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम, ओनली फॉर 2 months। वहाँ पे जिस किस्म के आपको एक ही घर के गार्डन में आपको जिस किस्म के दरख्त और पौधे मिल जाते हैं, आप हैरान हो जाते हैं वहाँ पे कि यार इतनी डाइवर्सिटी। सो इट्स अ यूनिक थिंग ऑफ दिस कॉन्टिनेंट एंड कंट्री एज वेल। अच्छा ऐसा है कि इसका जो टाइम है वो 8:45 खुलने का। सो ऑल्दो दैट वी हैड मेड अ बुकिंग, स्टिल we'll have to wait. While doing so, we'll just read the instructions. Tour entry times on 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. daily. Bookings are essential. Gates will automatically open 10 minutes before your tour time. To make a booking or check tour availability, call us. Thank you. So it means 10 मिनट वाला भी खुलेगा। 9 बजे की हमारी है तो ये 8:50 पे खुलेगा जी जाके। I think the concerned staff, related staff has come. The gates are about to open, and here we go.
Rock house, have a look. It's nice and toasty in there as well. So if you want to warm up, go through there. Yeah. You get down to Capuch and Wallabies. That's when you do a 360 and head back up this way. In the shipping container there at the front, just there. Once you walk through these gates, you can go in there. There's a few animals that have been taxidermied, passed away from natural causes. We've had them taxidermied from a lady in Hay, so they're all done locally. Yeah. It's not for everyone. If you want to poke your head in, have a look. Feel more than welcome. If you don't want to go in, don't go in. But I do suggest going in there. It is pretty cool, some of the stuff you see in there. Explains a few of the animals around the park that you'll see today as well. So, but at 9:30, that's when we'll walk out a mini Zoom. We'll jump onto a few carts that I'll have ready for us up here.
Beautiful.
Alrighty, so we'll enter up here, guys.
No entry. Means no entry. Does that come here? Raccoon.
Can we see it? Yeah, good little.
It's raccoon. That's enough for them. It's a snack or it's a breakfast? It's a breakfast. This much. Isn't it too little for them? Isn't it too little for them? Oh, now it's open. Chalo. Wow. इब्राहिम इसके करीब से दिखाओ यार, ये बहुत प्यारा है। शेर तो बहुत ही खूबसूरत लग रहे हैं, इतने करीब से शेर को। शेर को दिखाओ कितना प्यारा है, इसकी आंखें कितनी खूबसूरत लग रही हैं।
Okay. Look.
क्या वो उसका उसका सबसे बिगेस्ट
We're on the horse drawn cart today. Our horse that we've got today is Lawson. We like to call him. He's one of our slowest working horses that we have down at our park. So don't worry guys, we're not going to miss out on any of the animals today. It's a lot of food that we go through. So we do have to buy a lot of our food as well, but a lot of it does come from our properties here. They're all born with these white spots when they're babies. And as they get older, they do keep these white spots for the most part. But you can see there are a few darker ones in there as well. So they can come in a little bit of a darker tone to their coat. But they keep their white dots. Most deer, when they're born, have these little white spots all over them. But a lot of the larger sized deers actually lose most of those whites. Here's the start to our bachelor herd. Obviously, his dad finds him a threat in their big herd that they've got at the moment. So for his safety, we've pulled him out of that herd so dad doesn't hurt him, and he's going to start his own little bachelor herd. So we are on a lot of land out here at the moment, guys. You'll notice as we go right around the park that we have a lot of property. So this property here is about 1,700 acres of land. It's a lot of land that we have, and you can see with the size of the enclosures, these animals have a lot of room to move. These guys here are awesome. You can go in this enclosure with these guys. They'll come up, they'll pat you, they'll stand up on your chest. Ooh, awesome.
Aren't they dangerous?
Not these boys. Obviously, dingoes in the wild can be quite dangerous. We do hear a lot of stories about dingoes attacking humans in the wild and taking babies and whatnot.
But these were
it's
not
actually very, very rare that this happens. It is a very rare occasion. But our boys here, we walk in there and they come straight up, especially Vincent there. You see the big white one, the big fluffy guy?
Yeah.
He's the boss, he's in charge.
Oh.
Whoa, awesome.
What's their name?
Barbary sheep.
Okay.
Yeah, now they're pretty easy to tell the difference between males and females. Which one do you reckon's the male?
The heighted one?
Yeah, the big tall one. So the main difference is obviously the size of their horns. These boys have much, much larger horns, and this is because males will fight for their position by running at another male and clashing horns or giving... Excuse me. I'll just talk about a Himalayan Tarpa now. These guys are pretty interesting. You can see they're males, a little bit fluffier than the females are. Obviously the male, he's in charge. He's the one that's got to protect these girls. Ooh, awesome.
Oh, man.
Ooh, mate. Good boy. So obviously the males are in charge, they're protecting these females. So he's always going to make sure that he's nice and warm and ready to go if there's any predators about. And also he's going to eat the food first, so he's well fed and he's got all the energy that he needs to protect these girls. Now you can even see with the baby up on top of these logs, he camouflages in pretty well with that tree there. These guys can climb to the very tip of this tree. Livestock. So for our sheep and our cows, obviously when the Europeans come over, they brought a lot of pests like foxes and wild cats and whatnot. So water buffalo, and these guys are massive. You can see our big bull there, he's the big white one. He's huge. Male water buffalo can weigh over a ton as well. So these guys again are definitely not an animal to be messed with. So you see there, they put their paws up on the fence. This allows us to have a good look at their paws and their claws. If we ever need to give these guys an injection, it also allows us to do that as well without having to put
So
them under-
you guys have trained them to put their claws over there.
Yeah, so we've trained them to do all of this conditioning for us,
Yeah, okay.
obviously, so we don't have to go in there and get eaten ourselves. We do it from the outside. So you see there, we get them to stand up. This allows us to have a good look at their bellies and their legs. They're very beautiful.
Wow. Wow.
We get them to put their paw up just like that, give us a good look at their paw pads. And then instead of a dental check by opening their mouths, they give us a bit. You can see as they roar, their mouth opens up nice and wide. You get a good look at their teeth. Now that roar is nothing. A lion's roar in the wild can be heard, or even these girls, can be heard from about 8 kilometres away. They are very well trained. It is very cute the way that it's running like that. They do look a little bit different when they're small, and they've got these tiny little heads with these big bodies. They look a bit out of proportion, but their coats as well are a little bit lighter coloured than when they get a bit older. Camels aren't the most attractive of animals, but obviously being such a large and strong animal, they did serve quite a good purpose for us here in Australia. Does anyone know why they were? Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, they were introduced for our railways, so when it got to the drier areas, it was quite hard to feed and water an animal every single day.
We have one of the best tours till date. एक अच्छा पार्क है ये ज़बरदस्त किस्म का और because of the COVID they never allowed people to enter directly. It's always under supervision even before COVID as well. और क्योंकि पार्क काफ़ी बड़ा है तो उस वजह से अनसुपरवाइज नहीं छोड़ सकते वो उसको जो भी इसमें विजिटर्स आ रहे होते हैं उसको मॉनिटर करना मुश्किल है, तो इसलिए सफारी पार्क की कॉन्सेप्ट है यहाँ पे आप इट्स अ राइड थ्रू और थ्रू आउट द पार्क और ज़बरदस्त टूर है जी. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम अराउंड प्लीज़ like and subscribe to the channel and share it as well. So we'll be coming with some new visits as well to the new sites, new places to visit in Australia. Thank you.